Okay, we are here with Abel Corral, owner of Minuteman Press in Northeast Denver. Abel, how's it going?
Doing wonderful, Ryan. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you.
Good to have you. Tell me, how did you get your start?
Well, my start came about when I decided that after almost 20 years in media, I wanted to start my own business with my wife, with the family, and we wanted to have since we have 6 children, we needed to have an operation that would function for the family to be able to have time and still be a Monday through Friday B2B, similar to what I was doing before, where I was doing ad sales, and I figured this was a nice transition. But instead of providing media, I was going to be providing a multitude of services and products that every small, medium, and large business need.
Yeah, I love it. The fact you're family-owned, family-run business in the Denver area. Now, what does it take to run a printing business? Because most of us have never run a printing business.
Right. Well, that's probably why the biggest reason why I chose to work with the franchise, because they already know what they're doing. But what I wanted to utilize was my contacts, and as far as have access to that and knowing that that they need things all the time. As far as running the printing business, just having the right machinery and the right manufacturers, some things that maybe we can't necessarily do in-house, have the right vendors to work with that can get things to you quickly and with high quality. And that's something that where it was a benefit to me, and I just thought it was a good transition. So then hiring good people. Like I'm not a graphic designer, but the graphic designer I have is excellent.
Absolutely, and marketing, because I've actually seen your piece. I guess don't live too far from you. I live in Central Park, Aurora. So I got your piece in the mail or from Minuteman Press, and so that's great getting the word out about you. Now, how is the business doing with the rise and fall and the rise again of these COVID-19 spikes?
Right. So I started the business in say towards the end of August, beginning of September 2019. And so by the time the business started to get going, we're looking at first quarter of 2020, and then COVID hits in March. So right away, it took a dive right away. So second quarter was really rough, the entire second quarter. But I can say third quarter, we started to see some traction, and right now it's starting to pick up as well. So it's definitely picked up here towards the latter half of third quarter and fourth quarter. So I think that businesses just had to readjust and figure out how they were going to move forward and continue to do business, at least those that were able to. Even the ones that like most suffered, in my opinion, like the restaurants and so forth, also figured out other ways. And so we're just adapting and also providing things that they need also for this, where you need the plexiglass in front of your business for your counter, or the floor mats and things like this, and the floor adhesives for distancing.
Right.
So it just offered more products, actually.
That's good to hear that you're seeing some signs of light. A lot of folks are struggling still, and I know that we're not quite out of the woods when it comes to COVID-19. So we certainly hope that you continue to see progress and positive growth for your business. Are you seeing any patterns from customers that are giving you room for hope or concern right now?
I think it really depends on the industry. Certain types of industries I see are very busy. Nothing has changed. Like the realtors, they continue to be busy. They're asking for the same volume of business cards, signs, pamphlets, flyers, things like this. Restaurants are upping their takeout menus versus other kinds of menus. So I really, and then that you've got a lot more direct mail. So we've been seeing a lot more of the every door direct mail, the EDDM, which is a way to still market while not necessarily going door to door, but you can still get your message out and just poke any type of mailing services, things like that. So that's where I'm seeing more of the hope, if you will, the uptick. And signage events. That's where a lot of people suffered, because there's so many events here in Denver, great events, cultural events, industry-specific events. A lot of people come from out of state, and that dropped off as well. So like the hotels that, were hosting some of these events.
Well, and with the metro areas housing market continuing to be hot, there's no surprise that the realtors are still needing to use you and your services to help communicate to their customers and potential customers. And I hope that continues in the sense of them being able to do business. So lastly, you mentioned on a LinkedIn post that now is the time to start doing those holiday cards for family and friends. Why now?
Well, because if anybody else is like me and they wait till the last minute, then we start to, but you need it tomorrow, then that's when the wait starts coming in because it goes in queue. So I just was wanting to get the message out because this is the time of year when a lot of companies, corporate or small business, they want to get the new fleeces with their logo or the jackets for kind of winter, that kind of thing that brands them. Also these Christmas cards to say thank you to your customers or to just let them know you're thinking about them. And it's just a matter of getting ahead of the game, and I was just recommending to people, reminding them that now's the time. But I did it last year and everything came in late December and we figured out a way. So it's okay.
That's good. Abel Corral, owner of Minuteman Press in Northeast Denver. Thanks for coming on the Business Brief. We wish you continued growth and success as a family-run, family-owned small business here in the Denver metro area.
I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you, Ryan.
Thanks.
You take care.